It's amazing how some...
That's right now, all of us. I mean, you see them here. Sometimes there are events here. There are some. I mean, we do a lot of things here. We come here. I mean, when you come here, it's like when you want to just chase. I mean, girls and things. They do so many things. I mean, when the boys are trying to play the ball, they do the can skills. Then the girls do their run ball. So, they feel dressed and they can't play. They don't know anything play safe.
But you know what's interesting is that you wanted to learn. Yeah. This guy right here.
He plays, man.
He plays.
He plays.
You started from here. You have, quite an interesting story. Can you share with the whole world?
Yeah. Okay. 100%. I wanted to be a basketball player. Yeah, way back. I wanted to be a basketball player. So my uncle was really supporting me. Uncle Charles, may he so rest in peace. Yes, really wanted to support me. So after he died, I realized that because this game, you need a lot of things. And this game takes almost all your time. It's crazy, it's crazy. And with basketball, you need to change your sneakers almost every 2 weeks. Change your sneakers, you need the original, 100% original sneakers, like the Jordans and everything the Nike, before you can play. So
how long have you played on this sport?
Oh, I've played with Shepherd, one of the biggest basketball teams in the base in Tema here. I've played with them for so many. I remember Amma, I remember Swapper, I remember, there are some names. I remember this is actually a place where if you come, you go see rappers, you go see dancers, you go see everything that happened for us, Andy said. And girls today. Now, so your baby film. So a lot of memory when it comes to this place. Anytime that we mention Committee 4 basketball courts, then my mind go way back, Charlie. So it brings a lot of memories.
Yeah, but I also know that this is not where the whole story of Keche started from. I know that you guys live 1 minute apart from each other.
Yeah. I live at back in second D,
yeah.
And then here too, when I came down here and I met Joshua. I mean, it was funny. I mean, we staying just almost, I say at site 12. He stays at site 1.
Yeah,
we're just a walking distance. It's 2 minutes. You are there.
Wow.
I mean, inside the community 1, site 1, a site 1, community 1, site 12.
After here, for enter site 1.
How was growing up like for you? I know that you guys have been friends for a very long time.
Yeah.
And it's so clear that you guys are still bonding together with the brand Keche.
Yeah.
Personally, we're talking about Andrew. How has growing up been like for you, education-wise? Maybe back from second D to straight down to Tema. You guys all have same plans. I'm sure you have your own dreams.
Yeah. I mean, growing up, I would say big thanks to my family, my late father, my mom. I mean, they were good to us as kids. To see us through school. I finished St. John's Boys School in second D. I mean, when I was in school, I was playing. I was running as an athlete. I ran for my school, and then I was part of every entertainment. I mean, name it, whether I'm rapping, I'm doing copyright, singing another song, or maybe I'm cracking or whatever it is. I mean, it's all about entertainment, more of me, and then me being a sports person as well.
Yeah, what exactly do you, because in your bio, we mentioned that there was something that they mentioned that you were an athlete.
Yeah. I used to run for my school. I go for 4x100, long distance, then go for 5,000 and all that, West Ridge. And then so all through, I've got certificates, to prove for that they are all there. And then entertainment, look, I listen to any song, just in a space of 1 minute, I can sing from start to the end. So I had my own dreams. Actually, growing up, I wanted to really become popular, to become a musician. Yeah. So it's it wasn't maybe I had a different dream or different plans, and then something just came crossing. When you dream of something and then you find yourself in it, reality, it makes you feel so happy. You got that passion to want to do it the more. Yeah. So I think it's been quite interesting, very beautiful journey so far. Rough and smooth sometimes. It has to be so. But then let's take the positive side. God has been good. I thank God for my family as well.
Joshua, what's your story?
Well,
straight all the way from second D to Tema. I know that you have the whole relationship going on with Andrew.
Yeah.
But what's your story? Tell me about it.
After my uncle died, I had to move down here. I had to move down here to meet my other siblings. Like, it was crazy because, you know, young siblings, money no day. For hustle on your own, it was crazy. Like going to the harbor to look for some cocoa to carry. Yeah, go to the marketplace, just to, you know, find something doing, you know, all this street life. And at the same time, I really wanted to play basketball, so I'm always here.
Were you, you know, trying to play basketball, or were you into basketball because you were tall, or you actually had passion for the basketball?
Okay. It's my guy called Amate. He saw my height. Were like, Joshua, Charlie, your height, I'll make her train you. So we started way back in secondary. That's when I met Andrew, because I used to play the basketball with him, Amate, inside St. John's. They has this basketball court. I'm always there. That's when I met Andrew. Okay. So me and Andrew became friends like that from there. And when my uncle died, my mom also died, I had to move here to meet my other siblings and see. And when I came, someone told me there's a basketball court around Community 4. That's where we are now. So I'm always here hustling back and forth. So I couldn't even further my education to go to SS. I have to cut it at JHS. Yeah, I cut it just because, Charlie, for hustle, nobody there take care of you, you know. So my ways has been very, very rough. But thank God that's why when we decided to bring us here, I'm like, hey, Charlie, you could take my mind, go back. Remember when I was here alone crying? I can be sitting here like 10 p.m. crying because Charlie, no food, I've not eaten for the whole day. I've been through hell, and I'm happy that finally we are here to tell the story to the world to know what we've been through so far.
We will move shortly to your musical life. You just mentioned that there's a site at Community 1.
Community 1,
yeah,
yes.
Community 1.
That's where the whole thing started.
Yeah,
yes.
That's Met Mix One Blaze Studio.
Yeah.
And then ended up at Keche, highly spiritual.
Okay, so we got the opportunity to see all that and have, you know, more of the conversation there. So you guys, this is why you need to stick and stay with the E-Vibes team, because there's more stories of Keche when we return.
So this is Keche Studio here down in Community 11.
So do you think that we should, you know, say a little prayer before we enter? Because, you know,
yeah, I
when
mean,
you talk
Keche
about
is a man of God, highly spiritual, man.
Papa,
Papa, yeah. Father Lord, please, thank you for today. As we enter here for a chat about Keche, let everything go on successfully in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Yo, man, highly spiritual.
God.
highly spiritual.
See,
That's a father. I see the touching level at the bar.
You touching me at the prostrate. Look, I beg you.
We have to. Cool. Thank you so much for having us. So this is E-Vibes. This is what we do on the show. We try to put the spotlight on people who are doing so many things in the industry. We should have you on the show right after Keche, I'm sure. He's trying to be. You're trying to be modest, but it's fine. I like that. So Keche, I mean, they've been in this industry for a long time. I had a conversation with them at the b-ball court at Community 4, and they mentioned Keche. They kept mentioning Keche. I'm like, okay, so we have to speak to Keche. Keche must have done something really incredible in their lives for them to have to be mentioning you like that. So that's the reason why we're here. You guys can have a sit. Keche, if you like, have a sit. It's a beautiful studio.
We are home already.
It's a beautiful studio. So, so they said. No, it's not. It's not. Andrew was just telling me that when we were coming in, the place looks much more different.
Really changed,
Yeah,
yes. I
a
mean,
lot of
I mean,
different
this is part
scheme.
of the beginning, you know.
He mentioned.
Yeah. We used to come from this entrance. Right.
Oh, there was an entrance there.
Yeah. So I have to see. So you come this way, and then the recording booth is there, and then you sit here,
Oh.
and then Andrew was the chief scrubber. When I say chief scrubber, you understand?
No.
He can scrub, and you'll be surprised. No machine can scrub like that.
You kidding me?
That's Andrew. This one, he doubles as my assistant, cleaner. This guy single-handedly cut some tree.
They've been, well, they've tried, they are trying to let the whole world know their story, where they came from and how they've gotten to where they are. And you have been part of their journey. And so personally, you just mentioned a few of the things that they've been doing here. But did you see the vision, when they started coming around your studio?
Yeah. I mean, anybody I put up, I make sure that I've said it over and over. Yes, talent is necessary, but I don't sign talent. I sign people who are passionate about what they do. It got to a point they were not even thinking music. They were just thinking about how to help me to grow when it comes to putting up my music studio and circumstances around me, support, 100% support. And so there were anybody who thinks more about you than himself, you have to know that they are going somewhere. And these two, that's the first thing I always found around them. And so I just knew that the future was very bright. Yes, and today we're here.
Yeah, today we're here. They only have one album, the last time I checked. Have you ever had any conversation about that aspect? But during their growth period, any advice, or what do you make of the brand Keche from when they started back in 2004 and were here today? Have you ever probably had any conversations with them, do it like that? Do they still even come back though, or they've become superstars?
You see, I'll make a statement that I believe it will become new. It will be a very huge news. Amongst many who have come out of me, I can say that 100% Keche are always back to say, well, thank you. There are many I have taught, sound engineering, there are many I've put up, artists, but Keche always comes back to say, we appreciate what you did for us. It wasn't a small genuine. It was tough. If they will tell you, it was like a military school.
At a point, I think Joshua mentioned that he was like the studio rat.
Yeah. Every artist who will come will send him, go and buy this food for me. And there was no one day he said, I won't go. Even when they had released the song, and it was doing well and all that, he was, so that, like I'm saying, the willingness to serve was there. And so I believe that when you are able to serve somebody, you will be served one day. And so, where they are right now, I'm not surprised. I only pray for long life. I pray for more open doors. And I pray for more advantages for them.
When you mentioned that they always come back, it reminded me of something that I listened to Denzel Washington. He said, we should try as much as possible to have an attitude of gratitude. Do you think that in this industry, of course, they have, from all indications, do you think that we're doing well with that? Because at the end of the day, most people, usually, personally, I would also want, some sort of gratitude. I don't expect you to give me money or anything, but I want you to be grateful.
See, I've maintained that to be successful, you have to learn to show gratitude. So you're not successful until you begin to show gratitude. And remember that the journey where you have been to, or whoever helped you and all that, whether somebody lifted a pin for you, whether somebody introduced you to somebody, you are indebted to them for life. So you learn to show gratitude to such people at all times. That is what most of the Ghanaian young artists are missing. Especially when they become big, when they go through small big, when they start entering the malls and people are like, wow, hey Charlie, you be this. They take the stardom to the people who brought them up. When you brought me up, There's no way I can become a star over you. But the young people, they don't do that. I mean, they want to show you that, yeah, me too now, you know, people call me, I am big and all that. And that's where the mistake starts from. You know, so I always advise them, first thing, learn to be grateful. Learn to appreciate. Even Jesus was asking for those who, after they were healed, who came back to say, we thank you. Being thankful, a thankful heart, always lives long. It gives you long life, longevity in even what you do. So however it is, whether the person slapped you, whatever, remember that the person had good times with you, good vibes. There were times the person sacrificed for you. Reciprocate that with some respect and showing gratitude. It's very, very important.
Have you ever recorded them? Any song?
Oh, yes.
How many?
I mean, we've done songs.
I mean, we've been with, we mentioned Keche is our godfather. We've been with Keche for so many years, of course. I mean, in fact, when Papa plays the beat, then, I mean, he has to just forget about sitting down to record it. Because Joshua will take the vocal, when we'll just sit behind the machine when I'm recording. When it is his turn to go and do it, I sit back. I mean, people were thinking we're learning engineering. I quite remember when we released our first single, Samini, I mean, it was like, I told you guys we're learning engineering. I mean, he didn't even know that we are, I mean, up and coming artists. Like I said, last time we granted an interview, and I said at the point we thought Keche here was being wicked to us when we were still at the studio. Because sometimes, I mean, you go here, sometimes so many things. Like later, I got to realize that he was rather grooming us, and we thank God for our Papa's life. Because I mean, like I said, I'm happy anytime when I see artists who are coming from Keche studio. I'm happy because I watch them and I go like, okay. The last time I was counting, I'm like, okay, Keche came from there. Keche made it. We had Chenfe. We had Mr. Drew, almost everybody. And the ones who were being rude and who were being disrespectful, they are, I mean,
they are still in line.
Still in line. I mean, hanging at the point. So I realized
they're still in line, they are coming, don't worry.
I know, but it's like, I mean, father's blessing is always good. I mean, for a father to say, look, God bless you, you guys will go far. I remember last time I mentioned, we went to meet one man. He's a producer. He said he wanted to produce Keche. We brought him and Papa said, it's for one guy called TikTok. Me and Joshua, we thought he was bad. We went out there, we were talking. Crying. He said, we go bring producer, but Papa carry him go TikTok. He said, Papa go take the money in there. They went for shopping on TikTok. They were sitting right in front here. I was tapping my feet. I'm like, hey, Papa. I mean, and he was like, I want to handle Keche because I know where they want to go and I see the dream. I'm like, but TikTok too, he has a dream. So what you do? I mean, you see, he also has a dream, want to go somewhere. So let us start. But then now I'm not saying they are not being able to come up. I'm happy about it. No, I'm not happy about it. I feel like now I realize that the wait was worth it. Now we are here, and then different artists come every year, and Keche still stands in.
Thank you.
Like we are new.
I want to tell the fans this. There was a time that Keche wanted me to mention a word, and I got it to mistake. He told everyone I should stand in front of everyone and read ABC.
There were artists there as well.
Yeah, it's right in this room.
I think that Sibre was.
Castro was here. That Sibre was here.
Planet was here as well.
I should read ABCD. And I thought Planet was W.
Yeah, W.
And he said no, it's W.
Because you said W.
W.
You were checking their diction.
Listen. I remember their first interview. I got a lot of calls. They said, hey, your boys hear English. I said, give them time. All right. You see, the point is that it's a journey. The other time I put on my Instagram that I'm a part of the very old, and then into the old, and then the new, and the current. For me, I think that it's just the grace of God that has brought me thus far. And I have seen throughout that people who are ungrateful, people who think that they have arrived, people who, for want of a better, who are not humble, they don't last. But I tell you 100%, it's not because they are here. I have dealt with a lot of artists. I mean, I'm not saying that those who are not here are not, but they are a clear representation of humility. And that is why they are still in the system. I mean, when you talk about groups in Ghana right now, I mean, top, I mean, don't, let's be very honest.
Yeah.
But around the time, they thought that, Charlie, the thing is getting hard. But in spite of all that, I knew that they knew that a time will come where they will become the artists they want to be. I still believe they are still growing, they've not gotten there.
Yeah.
But they understand that it's a journey. You see, so it's like me, I always advise the young artists out there, listen, me have lifted many of them. And when they start making waves a little bit, they start feeling that, yeah, they're even bigger than you who raised them.
Yeah.
You know, disrespect, talk to you anyhow, go around talking anyhow. But at the end of the day, it is on to you. And by the end of the day, you know that, Charlie, you are Casano. It's you who needs the help. I've gotten to a point, I ran away from interviews. And they'll tell you, I am an introvert. I'm not one who loves to be around to talk. So I'm always, you know, but irrespective of how much I hide, I still get myself out there. Because God always pushes me there. So it's important. And I show everybody, you that you have interviewed me today, I owe it to you for life. Yes, that's how it is. Every day.
But I wanted to interview you. You never made yourself available.
When was that, please?
Well, I had I think after Dinah
Dana,
worked with
I wasn't
on
available.
WhatsApp.
I wasn't available.
WhatsApp, I said,
I
let
was
me have a
not
conversation.
available.
KY is always not available. But you should be grateful that KY made time to have this, conversation with us. Do you have any of their favorite songs or any song that you have taken?
I think that right now
the new one.
Their new one is my favorite. I just love it. It's a story about them, and I love it. You know, transitioning from where they used to be, the kind of things they said about them. They were not broken. There are times I'll speak. I took a walk with him, and he was so broken. What people were saying out there, and I said, listen, fetch your freedom, and still give yourself some time. And so that song speaks about Keche, and so that's why I love the song so much. It always reminds I play in my car every day. Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Thank you so much.
It's an honor.
I don't want to take much
It's an
of
honor
your
for me.
time, but we'll come back here. This is KY Studio. If you can, we have some awards here.
These are not awards though, please.
You didn't receive this. You
can pick it up. It's just,
No, I can't.
these are gifts for some gifts. My awards are these ones. There are some at home anyway. Yeah, but there are about 2 or 3 at home.
And for the records, the place has changed. For those of you who know KY, God has been very good to. God has been very good to.
I have some old pictures of us in the old studio. So we're gonna be sharing those pictures, man.
Superstars,
Name them, and then, Papa, you remember we had Dasibre feature Joshua and myself
exactly
on his album. When we were even studio boys.
All the superstars from Nigeria, they've been here, they've been in this studio.
And
They was
it's
mastered
looking
from
much more future. And the AC is solid. So
Thank you.
And then we've had fun here, trust me. I mean,
the
the memory, of this place, from a Groove Zone studio to highly spiritual, it can never vanish. It's forever. And
you want me to say thank you on
yes, on behalf. We say that every day, so we say thank you.
I can stand there and say,
Yes, sir, thank
on
you.
behalf of Keche,
Come on.
no, they're so
Thank you,
grateful.
thank
I'm
you.
telling
Let me tell you something. You'll be amazed.
Okay.
They think that they've benefited from me, but I stand to say that I've really benefited from these guys. There were times that I was so down. There were times that I was emotionally broken, and people don't think that people like us also go through that. We really go through that.
Sometimes we feel
Yes. And these boys will come up with jokes. The kind of jokes they'll tell you. This guy told me that he fell into some sea somewhere, and when
40 sharks.
43 sharks
43 sharks
were chasing him.
I was able to swim in the shark.
When they tell you these things, you would just liven up again. And so God bless them. I appreciate, you're always talking about me wherever you go. I believe that. My mom always says, my mom was saying it yesterday, that, these guys, I remember them, from they were part of the family. Yeah, part of the family. And so they were not they didn't come with the mindset that, hey, our music, we're coming to do business and go now. They were thinking about, listen, the journey.
What's the future like for them?
I tell you, I can, without saying I'm prophesying, I can tell you, I'm not prophesying, but I can tell you, I can tell you without seeing anything, that because of their attitude, they will go far.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you just write it down. You'll see it. Yeah, you see it. They call themselves Keche Global. Just watch it. Yes, and you'll see it.
Well,
Receive it from the prophet.
From the papa. We're so grateful. I can't.
Thank you. I am also.
Thank you enough for having us here.
I am also.
We actually prayed before and
wow.
he did the prayers.
Wow.
And Papa, I want you to tell people don't even believe that we pray.
Sure, they're very, very, very prayerful. There's one thing I will instill in you. Prayer.
Bluetooth mode.
And anybody who comes around me knows that.
Yes.
I will instill that in you.
Connected.
Because that's the only way you can thrive and survive, by prayer. And so, other people power somewhere. We will trust the name of the Lord. And as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. And so, they cannot be around me and then be serving something else. They will serve the Lord. They are very prayerful. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We're grateful for the time.
Welcome.
So where are we headed?
This is where everything started. Everything.
Has something changed?
No. I think here looks the same. Here looks the same. Just the shops. Because here used to be plain. There were nothing here. This building wasn't here.
Okay, so this is
new.
new.
This building wasn't here. So this is new, and this shop is also new. But the garden and everything to the studio, they are still
the same.
Yes, the same. The same. Nothing has changed here.
Okay. After you then, because I don't know the place.
Yeah, nothing has changed here. All this this is not no day here at all.
Okay. It's new.
Yes, everything here is new.
Good afternoon.
Some of the shops
Pacho
been
mo
here
here
for a
there.
while. I witnessed
This shop?
the making of this shop been here for a while.
Hello.
This building was new.
Long ago.
This one?
Yes, long ago.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Is it still here?
Yes.
Mommy.
Yes.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you, Omi.
Mommy and Pacho.
Yeah, so one place studio.
Mommy,
So
yeah, man, there's one place
studio
man.
where
This
everything gets
I
started.
mean, that's one place mix
Yes.
studio. I mean,
Can I hug you because they've
Yes.
said a lot about you?
Yes, this is where all the dreams started. Everything about Keche, this is where it started.
Wow.
We used to
Can we-
come because Tema used to be like a rap kind of place. Like all the rappers they come here. So I'll be standing here like this. Then the studio is full, so I have to be here looking at them like this. Praying that to get to my time now going there to rap.
Wow.
Name all the rappers.
Were you that tall when you came there?
Oh, I've grown a bit, so I was
Of course.
like this. Yeah, so
I can imagine.
yeah, this Met Mix studio where all the stars in Tema, this is the studio they used to come to.
Met me?
Met Mix.
Met Mix. Can we check the studio out?
Yeah, sure.
hey, I bet mechanic in
One of the rappers way back. This guy used to. I don't know if you remember Dr. Duncan Kasahari. Yes, this guy. And Adam
Adam
Yes.
FM.
One time.
Good to see you.
This is Met Mix himself.
You realize that when we were at Keche studio, it was all white.
Yeah, this is
And then
all
here,
black.
All black. I mean, you see that feeling when you are recording, and then the place is just, Jack. It's like you are alone. It takes you deep.
Yes, this is One Place Studio. This is where it all started. And I want to tell the fans, this place is where I met Andrew finally, and we became a group. This studio is where everything Keche started. And he's the guy that been recording us demos,
Met Mix One Blaze Studio. He's one of the engineers that's been, I mean, years ago, Tema, one of the among the first engineers. I would say that Charlie Tema Committee one here, he's the first engineer.
Yeah, first sound engineer.
I mean,
talk.
I mean, A-Frame Beat worked with him. Was working here for him.
Posse G was also coming here.
Bonnie Mixmaster Gazi. Foxy Beat that we'll be recording with. I mean, name them, everybody. Smoky Beats, I mean, everybody. I mean, Kill Beats comes here sometimes.
Trust me.
Also work
Kill
here
Beats, they all come here to record.
And talk of the artists, some Sako here, Keche ourselves.
Everybody, name them
out. Everybody. You understand? So this is the place. I mean, this is where.
I don't know if you remember the song Ademado.
Yeah.
The first one was done in the studio.
And they go crazy.
Yeah, the first one was that's Melody.
Under Melody.
Yeah, this is where he always. So Met Mix.
Yeah. Met Mix, we're grateful. Keche, I mean, they've mentioned your name.
Yeah.
They said that you are very instrumental in their career. Apparently, they met here as a group. But tell me. What do you make?
Everything started way back. That was the year 2000. Yeah, then I was in the studio playing instrumental for one of my artists. And this guy, that time
Andrew.
His name was
NTO.
He just entered into the studio like he was coming to make some enquiries, you know. So from there I told him like, what's up, bro? Moment he entered into my studio, when I was playing some instrument, I was recording someone, he started singing on it. And I was like, wow, who is this guy? So the moment I stood up and then I turned up to him, it was like, what's up? Why are you looking at me like this? You know, so he start rapping and everything got like, let me just try him from that side. And we all became like brothers. From
2001.
He hasn't taken a penny.
Not even one Ghana
Me
from
as
us.
an artist. When we came first, it was like a kiosk, a small little kiosk. I mean, with small ceiling fan. And then sometimes you be recording, you will see in Kokosha.
And you know one thing, the beautiful part is this guy is very good. Yeah, he's very, very good when it comes to music and when it comes to like personal issues.
Yes, so it was easy working with him.
He's very good. Yeah. So let's say this kind of upcoming artists, sometimes they used to come to the studio, they want to record and all that. Maybe someone want to feature Keche or something. I'll just call him and then tell him that, oh, bro, I have this guy here. He wants to record a song. You know, Keche will tell me, oh, maybe something small. I'll just talk to the person. The person will issue money and all that. He will work on it. But those other guys, I won't mention names.
That's
but
okay.
Those other guys, oh, Charlie.
But what do you make of their journey so far?
Oh, so far they are good. Like everything is on point. They are good. I really like them.
Thank you so much.
Like how many years Nina?
Hey!
Achoo. Yeah, like 15, 16 years.
What do you make of it? Like
someone who said we are proud of them.
One time. Wow. You see the Omogemi song. Man, but sideways. Okay.
Omogemi.
The Omogemi is our first song ever.
It's also Omogemi.
Omogemi.
What do you say? We haven't
Oh, yeah, studio works in
Yes.
Oba, Keche. Na dini po na Keche. Andy.
And Joshua.
Yes.
And
Joshua ni krani e friend
OJ. Yes, OJ. Yes.
Andy, they are friend Andy.
In Tonto.
No.
I am not friend in Tonto.
I know ya shall see the standard brand in mind. And you won't Tonto and
OJ.
OJ no na ye enfika sidin na me bo ama no.
Yes.
Na wo be bia nipa ne so nim no form.
Keche time.
Keche any Andy any we Joshua no.
Yeah.
Sidin na me so me born. Wa mo tie dan ni chi ha. O ba cha so o be say preko. Mo be captain na e ti dey aba town. Ne dey ye num fufro.
What time?
Hello, mami.
Oh, so are you guys planning on coming around?
Oh yes. We want to.
Someday.
Yeah, we're planning to do a concert.
I am a boy. I don't see any.
Don't know as way, but like this thing we're talking of it's been about 17 years. Yeah. So like 20 years.
Wow.
Way back. They've known us since. Yeah, it's almost. Yeah, man, it's almost 20 years. Yeah, 20 years. Yeah. Yeah, so like 20 years. Yeah.
Now, see our own Thomas and releasing your back.
Hey!
I was say also my.
And
also.
Abrabo.
Set up someone can
Abrabo. And the want to be. Abrabo. And then for one car wait to be. Susu come and say, oh, now, Brian. So yes, she has been one of the strong people behind Keche. Most of the artists that you can count off the stars, they all know this woman. She has been one of the great people supporting all the brands in Tema. Those who listen come to R2Bs, Metmix, Posse G, name them under one, Charlie. So she's one of the greatest in Tema. I say, baby,
so because we've had a whole lot of conversations about Metmix, and thankfully we're here. Let's just
standing right behind you, man.
Go inside and have the rest of the story, the actual story of Keche. This is E-Vibes. If you're wondering where we are, we're currently at Tema Community 1.
Site 12.
Site 12. The
One Blaze Studio.
The One Blaze Studio, Metmix, led by Metmix,
yes,
right?
Metmix, yeah.
And this is where the story began for music duo Keche, and I have them right here. They tell me that all the magic that you are seeing today started from Metmix Studios, and so we're grateful to be here, to be having this conversation. And Joshua, let me start with you. You told me that you guys met here.
Yes.
Music-wise.
Anything Keche is everywhere right now, like a worldwide name right now, started from this studio. That's when I met Andrew and we decided to be a group.
How did it happen?
I came here to record myself because I wasn't a rapper, I was a singer.
Okay.
And he was a rapper. So I came here to do my normal demo thing because, you know, when you want to have like mastered kind of song, you start with demo. So I came in here to do my song, and I met Andrew. Already, I've known him way back in Takrade, second D, through his school, St. John Secondary. So when I came here, connecting with him was easy, like was simple. Like, oh, Charlie, I want me to do some rap for Beautiful. Right. So me and Andrew, we didn't really sit down and be like, let's be group, but because we've known each other way back, I featured him in a song. I was the singer and he was a rapper, and he did a very good flow for me. I did my singing. So me and Andrew, the first time we met like musically was in the studio.
Okay.
Yes, that was like, how many years?
Keche, I mean, I don't
If
count
the
back.
auntie, if the auntie we spoke to not so long ago,
Yeah, like
if
2
you
or
want to
3.
go, so it means that
Like
over
two-
20
yeah,
years.
like
or
2
something.
or 3.
I remember then I was having some rap battle here at a stand taking, this was stand taking, Nimtree or Seba, I mean, back and forth, and I was winning. So there was a mega one, I think this drink that came called Dollar Gin. So it was a street carnival right
way
here.
back.
And then I was on the stage, I mean, battling rap. I mean, and I saw Joshua has folded like this and was in the crowd. I mean, I easily identified him because of his height. And then, so when I came down from the stage, I'm like, yo, Charlie, I know you in second D, and then here you are in Tema as well. So we just became friends from there. You know, when you travel and then you meet somebody that you know back from where you come from. So we click easily. And then this was the studio I was recording.
The first time you met him.
Then I was already coming to the studio.
Okay.
Yes, I mean, I've been working because then I don't live far from here. So I came to meet, I mean, to do inquiries about me. So me coming here, because it was closer, I used to come here every day. And then Met was like, yo, this guy is good. I'm gonna come for rap battling here and there. People want to do their song features. I don't know if till date, there's been any up and coming artist that who featured much more than I did my time when I was here. So when we met, we just came to the studio one evening, became friends, not for the purpose of becoming a group, but just friends because he's also into music, blah blah. So yeah, because we are friends, let me put you on my song. I put him on my song. So we found ourselves going without we even planning anything. You understand? So it was as easy as that. We understood each other, and I realized that the goal, I mean the target, where we want to go. I mean, we have a similar distance. You understand?
Yeah.
So I mean, it was easy for us to click and make it happen.
You didn't start off as a musician. I know that he was so much into the entertainment industry. He had already started recording here before you came in. And so I wanted to find out about the connection when you decided that, okay, this is what I want to do. I can sing, he can rap, so let's do something together. How did you even agree on a name? Because this was Joshua, and well, there was another name for you. The woman said
he was called Mustafa.
Mustafa.
Yes,
no, there was another name.
OJ.
Mustafa was before
OJ.
And he was in Tonto from day one. Yes, and you see, when we came to Tema, I realized everybody was doing musical. Charlie, here Tema, everybody was rapping, everybody was doing music. So if you're there, you have no choice than to join. And I had the voice, so I'm like, Charlie, make a try go do some demo. Let me film for town. Because before I realized, every Saturday there was some show happening here. Saturday some show happened, and then people will be on stage doing their thing, you know?
Well, I say it's funny, when the time me and Joshua met, then I was already in a group.
The group called Isika4.
We were 3 in Tema. I mean, every day, everybody know Black Soldier and then magazine.
What happened?
Then I was with them. You see,
I
realized that they had other businesses running for them.
And Andrew, I became the singer for the group. You remember? Isika4 became the singer for the group. I wasn't a rapper.
No, I don't remember. But then
I became a singer for the
years, I'm sure.
Yes, I mean, so you see, what happened was with the Isika4, I realized that they had individual businesses doing, and so they didn't focus 100% on the music. So because I mean, they are doing other things that's bringing them money. So when with Joshua, I realized that look, he's always about the music. I mean, this is what he wants to do 100%. And I wanted to do 100% as well. I realized that with these people, maybe I might waste my time because they have their other business doing that's bringing them money. They just want the fame to be out there. But I just don't want to get the fame. Yes, the money is important, but I want to just go elsewhere with it. So, yeah, we didn't plan it, but I found because of the seriousness, we clicked.
Yeah,
and from there, I mean, we found ourselves going.
From what he's saying, you guys were very passionate about the music business. It wasn't anything about money for you.
No.
But you were struggling at a point.
Yeah, I was.
When you came, you were struggling. You
know,
had to go
that
and
one,
sell.
that one, it would take like 5 days to talk about the whole thing. If you want to just talk
yeah,
about
if you had to go and sell cocoa to just, you know, make a living.
And
now, Met makes know that I'll go to the industrial area to go and move some containers from containers and
move
like
when the containers come.
My rock.
Yeah, my rock.
They do staircase and all that. I mean, to just gather some money.
And Andrew used to work with this washing bay around, all to raise money and do correct mastered work.
Oh, yeah. So it was all, you know, to support the music business.
Support the music business.
Well, it has nothing to do
with.
Yes,
I moved to the harbor side. Just
Kokora, Wachira, Mutuora, that level song. That one you don't need money. Once you call, yo, babe. They bring food. I mean, the street.
You the hustle. You won't go date somebody who know they sell food. They'll come and do. Yeah, that was a hustle. So me, I had a girl. I'll mention her name, Dorcas.
Oh yeah, then they sell food for
that.
Sometimes you know what I did. Then he called me that he's in committee 2, that he's working too, so he's hungry. So when he comes, he will just call the girl to just bring food. Then I was hungry as well, so I called Dorcas. I say, okay, Upadi say, no, for the member J. man. When I go take the choway, hammer the tin. So your man go, no, you go, because Andrew can't take the tin. You come as a bugger, Charlie. I chop the tin before
we fight like 1 week for this thing.
I can imagine.
Come and they from committee 4 to this.
See, they chase him, you go keep the girl from your house. Where the girl, your mother go bring police people. They chase him from site 1. This guy top.
That was the hood, like the hood.
Boxer shorts from here to
everything here.
That time he brought me some rice that I should cook some and one more and since where me I cook everything. I don't wait to make your man come. I see you spin with boxer shorts. Where this guy they go? I watch by the police they chase him. He go there come to come and say, bro, Charlie, I go can't say why the food was so fast they come. So I did 2 hours, you know, they come home. I finished everything.
The rice.
He come home. He say he come carry 1 or 2 dresses. He go back because that day the woman catch him like jail straight because it be kidnap issue.
Everything I say.
If we want to allow you guys, I mean, I'm sure we'll stay here for like the whole day. But what was the first music that you guys recorded here?
Obahima, Matnemisa. Me pewa kuma, awahima, Obahima, Matnemisa. Me pewa kuma, awahima. That was our first ever song.
Has that recorded. Song ever gone out?
David.
What happened to it?
No money.
But now
we recorded like Met, can you count the number of songs we had here?
Yeah, we recorded more than 100.
100. Yeah, I'm coming to even say 1,000. We got the last.
Recorded so much. I mean,
wow.
But even one did not come out.
I know. Did I have one? Okay, Met produced Pressure, the beat from the beginning of the film.
Yeah, and Go Gaga with Castro.
She don't love me too much.
Yes. Met started the pressure beat. Everything was played by Met. We took it to KW to mix and master it.
Okay, now that you've mentioned Pressure, Pressure came out back in 2009. 2009.
Yes.
It was an album, and the song Pressure
was on the album.
Was on the album.
Song, yes.
That was the first time.
Keche came out.
And before that, let me bring you back to fast forward 2022.
Before you come to 2022, we had one person join us along the line, so we became 3.
Okay.
Coming up as a duo, we became 3. But then I mean he's called Kofi Korea. But then at a point he has to go out to do other things, and then it became.
No, it's cussing. It's no way in for. No, it's cussing. It's not a street boy comedian, you know.
You
so
just had to.
He couldn't stand the hustle because when he's home, everything is there.
Yeah.
And we sleep studio. We wake up for studio. He couldn't do that. So we realized a world apart. Yeah, so we have to be in our corner.
He went out and he was doing very well for himself.
So. Shout outs to Kofi Korea.
Kofi Korea, original Timbo.
Kofi Korea, Tonshi.
We had one guy called
Bueno. Yeah, you hear them so.
Bueno rap with your friend then. Mate, that boy no rap with your friend up with no friend then. Quite he uttered the Viper. He has intro before he enters the song. Introduction alone, he say, the Pawuyana was a young cock, the Pawuyana was a young queer, he had Tanka was a Viper, we get Sakoto Sanka was a Payana was a boom. That's the introduction.
No, because you know
not the song.
Not the song.
Listen, the thing is when you enter here
and what you
You don't scare. It's like banter. You need to scare your fellow rapper.
Hey, they hold the mic, so did the mic back like this, like he won't catch the mic.
First, me coming. I'll be like, Pampanyanama. Oje. Pampanyanama. Ebwa.
Obiabwa.
Pampanyanama. That must okay in Chemican.
Chemican.
Well, you will but the whole world. The introduction when you quick he attended.
Fast forward 2022, your new music video, your new song, Live, the introduction. There was a woman trying to a fortune teller trying to speak life into whatever it is, your careers or I should think that, or I'm thinking that should be a real life story because you're talking about life.
I told you, yes.
So who was that? Somebody did that to you? Somebody told you that you guys will become very big
this man of God gift your ex-husband.
Now gift your doye. Then gift your
ex-husband. I forgot the name of the man.
Will he be called Osei?
Pastor Osei.
Yeah, Pastor Osei. I think so. Yes. He told us that Keche, listen to me. I give you guys now the next 10 years. You'll be reigning. You will never go down. And he told us that we'll go through hell. He told us we'll go through hell, but we'll break through. And we'll be one of the strongest group that Ghana will ever have.
He told us that our first two songs
will not go anywhere.
It will make noise, like people will know the song, but then that's not the one that will elevate us. So I think we forgot about that prophecy. So until when we released Omogemi, it was doing well. I mean, we forgot about it. So we were disappointed how the song went because to our expectation, it was very poor. All the people were singing it around all Ghana, whatever it is, but
didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, we dropped Ring My Bell with Sarkodie. It was doing very well. I mean, people will sing, when you perform, people are singing it, but not to the level that we wanted. So I'm like, we dropped Pressure. So one day I was there and then the thing popped into my mom, said, Joshua, you remember this man said our third song? So we went to him. And then he was like, we should just still keep it up because this third song will take up. Then we have promoted the Pressure almost getting to a year.
And it wasn't going anywhere.
He mentioned that to us almost like a month after we had a call from our manager. We have a show in Liberia. I say, look, even the song, hits for Ghana, say Liberia. What would they go do for?
I remember the Liberian performance.
Yes. We went there and then the song was number one. There was no other song, very big. In fact, from the airport, we had police escorts, the dispatch riders, the police motorbikers. I mean, we had a dinner with the president, the former president, Ellen Sirleaf Johnson. And we had other, international artists who were there as well. And then there was that dinner.
I think Chantel was there.
Chantel, Benny D, Icon's DJ was the main DJ, a couple of artists. And then that was when, David Mill. It was that time that we were awarded the Global Ambassadorship Award in Liberia. So we kept going there back and forth to communicate with the youth and all that. Then we were in Tanzania, Togo. The song is Pressure is everywhere. So we came down to Ghana and then we had a show at Trade Fair.
Okay.
Outside Trade Fair.
So we did the two songs.
So we did two songs,
the
and then they were singing along. So we in our mind, we are done because Pressure is still not big in Ghana. Wanted to go. Not the DJ dropped the song.
Pressure.
Whilst we were just getting done, we heard the crowd pressure. I said no, pull it up. Then we went back on stage, say, so baby, started give me.
And the whole crowd was singing.
I'm like, yo, what is this? This song is a hit now. You dropped the song on Pressure.
And that was 2010.
Yeah, that was when now everything.
2010.
Did you guys go back to Pastor Osei to?
Oh yes. I still have his number. He lives close to me now, so we see him most times. Yeah.
How many songs over the years? How many songs have you produced, including the album? I know that you have only one.
Unless
album.
we sit down and count, we've had a number of songs out there.
Apart from the ones that 1,500 songs.
Yeah, the ones that are already out.
Wow.
The ones that
we need to really
take our time.
So why don't we have an album? Another album? It's been how many years?
Because we realized that Ghana, they consume singles more than the album. But now that is helping because now the digital stores are now like making album like a big deal now. So as I'm talking to you, album is ready. EP will be ready maybe in October. Then November, the album is ready.
Okay, what's the difference between the EP that
EP like
extended play?
Like
but so you're just adding when it's time for the album, you're just adding another.
Yeah, some songs to
3
it.
songs.
Yes.
Do we have a title for that album?
Well, I will give it to the fans very soon.
Okay.
Still contemplating.
But I'm
the
still a
title.
fan.
I
I
know.
mean, once we disclose it, it's not going to be news again.
Okay.
We want to make it a
come out
news.
When are we looking at the for that special album?
Okay, the album November, God willing. November.
Yeah.
But the
But
EP is
the
coming
EP
out
is
very
done.
soon.
I mean, it's done. And we are still on the album because the EP is all collaborations, 6 songs, but it's Ghanaian collaborations. And then the album is
International
collaborations all through. We make sure that we shoot at least 12 or 15 videos out of the songs that we want to release as an album, because I mean, over the years it's been long for us to still have only an album to our credit. So we planning on putting on 20 songs, and then it will take us 2 years to not release no new song. So we're gonna take 2 years to promote all the 20 songs. I mean, although we'll put them out there, but we'll pick it one by one, then promote them with videos. So as to make sure that the album goes also, because it will be our second album after so many years. So that's why we are putting in a lot of work. I mean, we want to just take time. You know how tedious it is when sometimes you need to just get all these international art that you feature to even have videos and all that way. Some of them, their time and your time will never meet, because I'm busy today, he's free that time and all that. So we take our time to get all those videos together. It is money. I mean, capitally intensive issue and all that. So we are still on. The label is trying, doing very well, working tirelessly to make sure all these dreams comes to reality. Yeah.
We'll come to the label. But so I read online, there was a headline, Keche, we will never break up. One, Keche. Keche explains the reason why they've been together for so long. And reading all these things just brought me back to team playing, to be a good team player. How have you guys managed to sustain? We've seen groups and they fall off over the years, but Keche is still here for years. And the only thing that I see is good team playing, or you guys are good team players. But we want to know, how you guys do it, so that we can take a cue from it for the rest of the world.
To be honest, I know one thing for sure, that as Andrew said, we said earlier on, me and Andrew, we didn't really plan that we want to be group. We found ourselves going because the connection was there from day one, because we knew each other back in second year, third grade. So I always tell Andrew, from day one, I told Andrew that I want us to become one of the biggest group in Africa. And Andrew said, Charlie, we can make it, let's go. So I don't want to forget this dream, one. And two, sometimes when I look at Andrew, I remember here. Because I remember way back, there was this park around called Akozo, right? We prayed every day for like almost 1.5 years. Padmore. Every midnight, 1 a.m., me and Andrew would be on that park praying. A whole year, we never stopped, every day. I remember all these things. So what again will come and be like, because Andrew did this, because of some woman, some small money. So Andrew, go your way, I don't know you again. No, I can't do that. I'm not ready to disappoint the group, and how far we've toiled, like the hard work we've put in to make this brand one of the biggest in Africa now. I'm not ready for that.
Andrew, do you have something to add?
Yeah, of course. I mean, to add to what Joshua says, it's difficult. I mean, Ghana here. I mean, to promote a brand. I mean, for it to get to this level, for the people to just buy it, like, I mean, Keche. So, Keche is an investment. I mean, it's a product that is being packaged very well, and that is bringing something on the table. So, I mean, I think it is normal for human beings to have issues. It is normal. Even a son or a daughter and a mom do have differences. So twins as well. So it's normal for us to. But how mature we handle it as men, and then still give respect and acknowledge the fact that the brand is what is bringing food on the table. Yeah, so that one alone takes up for us. So most of the time, so many things, I mean, we see comes out with something, whether it's from outside, that's coming, we watch it and we go like, you know what, these are negligible. There are things we just have to just ignore them, let them go. You understand, and just make it happen. yeah, it happens that sometimes it gets to us to the extent that we even go, you know, on talking terms for quite a while. But then even within that time, we still have call for events, for interviews, for whatever discussions. We go perform, because the people don't care about whatever you are feeling. They are there for you to entertain them, or the promoter paid you to come and render a service full of happiness and smiles. So if we have to fake it to make it happen, we fake it, we do it. Whenever we are all okay, we swallow. Whenever we are ready to swallow our pride and then now make, solve our differences, we go ahead and still Keche still stands.
Who is the most stubborn one amongst you?
Andrew.
Yes. Why are you stubborn?
I'm not stubborn. I don't know why I'm stubborn.
But he's ready and he's saying that you're stubborn.
I've worked on so many things growing up. Maybe I work at the say people who are not tall, so too tall. They are temperament. They have high temperament.
Yeah, that's us.
My
director is.
It's like every human being has, temperament issue. It only depends. If you push the person to the wall, to the limit that the person can't condone again. And then I'm like that. It's not like I will just wake up and tomorrow and I will just get angry. Sometimes if I realize that there are some things going on that, to me, I realize you are doing something bad to me, I don't like it. I'm somebody who will just stand up in anger to just, say my mind, defend whatever I want to say. It happens that most of the time, even sometimes when we are on TV or radio doing interview, and some questions do come to me, Joshua will just stop and then, will just tap me, Andrew, keep quiet. Then he would rather want to just take over that question because maybe I might just answer with anger. But I've tried over the years, I've tried to just control it, and I applaud myself all the time.
To further appreciate your journey, what are some of the challenges that you've been through from here to KO's office
to Foxy's place, Foxy Beat,
to all of them? All of them. What were some of the challenges that you went through, and how did you manage it?
Me, I had no one that I could then go to and be like, please, can you give me 1 Ghana for cocoa? So I had to hustle my way out, make some money and go back to studio. Go at the harbor, try to carry some cocoa. Small boy as my age, carrying cocoa, go to market. When they bring the tomato, the yam, we try to pack them from the car. So they give us some too, sell them, have the money and go back to the studio. That one really was something that then I even come to Andrew actually, get something to make a chop. Before I go to studio, because Andrew was living with the father here, so the father was supporting small. Yeah, so I think that was one of the challenges that I went through. That today, if I'm to remember then, I'm like, Charlie, man really suffered. It was crazy, like crazy. Sometimes I can be there. I got stomach ulcer for like twice. So I'll be there like 45 days and no chop, nothing. Yeah, sometimes I'll be there the whole 3 days, no food. When I'm dying, they will take me to hospital.
It happened that it got to a time now, my mother will cook and then he will call, Andrew, call your friend.
Call Joshua.
Let him come. So then anytime, when the food is ready, funny enough, my mother will remember. Even if I forget, he will like, call your friend.
Call your friend.
And I call him, he comes. Sometimes he comes and eats. It's been like this. There should be, every day I say that, if the journey, the story from day one is all like sweet, there's nothing to just motivate about. And then when it is like that, then you should know that there is always light at the end. So as you can become a motivation to people who are in your shoes, because sometimes yours become even more. Yeah. So you tell your story, and they go like, oh, then even what I'm going through is just something small. So they become motivated. But if you have it all green, you'll never be
Andrew,
motivated.
I'm happy you people went to KO's place with us. You see how far it is to coming here. Me and Andrew we walk
from here every day, in and out.
For like 2 years, we walk from
every
here
day to studio.
Come 1 a.m., 2 a.m. we'll be walking every day. So it has never been easy. But I'm happy finally it's here.
But the situation has changed. 20-something years down the line, Keche has become a household name. The struggle huge, and today we have a story to tell. They have a story to tell. You've heard all the stories. You've heard all the pain, you've heard all the happiness, you've heard all the hit songs. I haven't heard you talk about your favorite song of all your songs. Because you're different people,
Yeah.
you pick yours, he
Yeah.
picks.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'll say my favorite song is "Good Mood."
Okay.
No one knows tomorrow into because that one speaks more of
Money there.
if money no there.
Yeah,
because
that has been my
you remember
my
Kewa
best song
and let
as
me,
well.
you remember Kewa
Yeah.
and let me stop. Sorry for cutting. You remember Kewa said it that when he's down, we'll create some jokes.
Yeah.
To get him back on his feet. That's Keche. Money there, money no there, hosa sepe. Don't be moody, no we share that. That's Keche. When Andrew is down, I will find some story. I can lie, Andrew. Some guy say me we can take 10,000 just for him to tell him go where we work, nothing there.
Good Mood talks about life, and then, once you grow, as you keep growing, right, you tend to understand life much better. When even you start, you have responsibilities, people who are looking up to you that you move so that they can also move, and all that. Then you tend to understand life better. So as creative people, it affects our writing positively. You understand? If we decide to talk about love right now, we can talk about love, and we'll go deep, and now people who are dancing to still like this is very deep. We want to talk about life. We want to just have fun party. We talk about it and make it look too nice that you can listen to and go like, yeah, this is it. So it's been like that. Good mood. Listen to the message. No one knows tomorrow. After today, the next even 1 hour, nobody knows what's gonna happen. So whether you have money or not, just appreciate and enjoy the mere fact that you have life, you are breathing. It's okay. It's worth enjoying. And don't be moody because death can come at any time. That's it.
Speaking of life, because he mentioned your current song, Life. And why do you think that people, a lot of people are relating so much to the song? Kewa just mentioned
his favorite,
that's his favorite song.
Yeah. I think the story, the content, I've come to realize something that when you become successful, people picture that very moment you being successful. They don't picture, so what did he do? What happened before he became or she became who you're looking at right now? So after the song going back and forth, people listening to the song, I realized, okay, so this is the reason why one of our fastest rising songs, the song came out within 4 days, the song was everywhere.
Yeah.
Because life no be easy the way people they see them. Like it's never easy. When you go through hell and you make it, it makes your success beautiful. But people don't care what you go through.
Yeah.
You see, people don't care people don't care about the bad side.
They just want the results.
The results.
Yeah.
But where you should focus more is what happened before the success you're looking at. And that's one thing people don't pay attention to. When you see somebody buying cars, buying everything, hey, Charlie guy, get money. Hey, Charlie, I want to be like him. But shouldn't be your goal. Your goal should be what did he do
to get to where?
What he went through, the process before he got there. That's why people are relating to the song. Because your verse.
If I fail for life, if I no make come, what you go again? If you say no be your mama picking, say you they do fasting, the press and make I fail. And so we are won't the go fear. What a hunukwa. I know that work against them no penny anishem. Mini Keche crapune, niani, bomo he jole, a favor soon I'm far gone. Far away, abrabo.
And the phone one can die, what's it be?
Abrabo,
And the phone one can carry what to be.
abrabo.
And the phone one can continue to be. So come as some no brave.
Sounds high life.
Yes, there's
bit
high
of
life
rap,
in there,
there's a bit of
Afro,
Afrobeats.
exactly.
There's a
Bit
bit
of
of
drill in there. Yes, we wanted because we took out almost a year to get that song done.
Yeah.
Yes, because we wanted to have a content that you feel the Ghana thing in there, you feel the hip hop in there, you feel the Afrobeat Africa thing in there. Because you realize the song carries a very, very strong message. Why do you have to? People want to be successful but keep insulting success. People look at you, forget that girl, no be, oh, you be slave queen, no be. Yo, you have no idea. Even Sukedro, don't insult it to me, because even to go to Sukedro and kill somebody, no be easy.
It's not easy.
People go through hell to be successful. So don't just criticize success or insult greatness if you want to be. So that's why people are loving this song so much, and I love it because it speaks a lot.
Grateful for your time. Thank you so much for doing this with us, and I'm sure you've heard it. Don't insult success if you want to
Be
become
successful.
one.
Yes.
If you want to become successful, support the success so that it will come to you.
Of course.
That's Keche for you. This has been the story of Hip Life Do, Keche. You guys still Hip Life Do?
Yeah, we do hip life, we do Afrobeat, so yeah.
Hip Life
Yeah.
Do, Keche.
And now we want people to call us Keche Global. We've added the global. to the
Okay,
name right
so
now. Yeah.
it's not new. It's on social media.
All social media, Keche
all
Global.
social media platforms. But you guys have your, other like.
But we don't focus
personal.
much
Yeah,
on
but
that.
we
I
don't
mean,
focus on
that's personal for our personal stuff. If you want to
Okay.
just mess around, so many things. There may be some things, but we are focused on Keche
Keche
Global.
Global.
That is
All
the
network,
goal.
yeah.
That's where the attention should be right now. Individually, we can have other that thing, Keche Global busy and have for other businesses as well. So it's Keche
Okay,
Global.
so the name is Keche Global. Go if you haven't heard from or haven't heard of Keche Global yet. Well, you've had the opportunity. Go look for them. Go stream their music and support the brand. And
Thank you.
it will go global. And we'll still come back and have
Yes, of
another
course.
conversation.
Always ready.
Do you want to say shouts to some?
Yeah, shout outs to J Media.
The
Shout outs to Mets Mix. West Mets Mix.
Mix.
Yeah, shout outs to Mets Mix. One Blaze Studio. Thank you so much. God bless you. We came in here, you received us. And today, this is Keche. It's something that your hand was in there. You did everything you could to make sure that we record our first demo.
West Met is supposed to
God
come
bless you
here.
so much, Mets Mix. God bless you for supporting us. We're so grateful. God bless you, KY Highly Spiritual, our CEO, Miss Majo Jankujo.
Yeah, man. Big
Keche
shout to Foxy Beat as well.
Yeah.
The brain behind most of our songs.
Live,
Today,
yeah.
Live, the current song, a lot of songs. We have a lot of songs with him. Some we haven't even released yet. We've been working with him more lately. And so he's also not far from here. Big shout to Foxy Beat. And then, to everybody who's been supporting Keche Global. God bless you guys.
And
You
multimedia
guys
has
are
been one of the strong
exactly.
tools.
You can't take the media, multimedia, and the entire media in Ghana out of
They've
Keche
been very
because
supportive.
we've been artists that we started with radio. We enjoyed radio hits. We didn't. There wasn't like attention on TikTok, social media, Facebook, and all this
Snap,
stuff.
no.
Yes, they are addition to what is making it. A bit easier for us to just push out there. But still, the mainstream media is the ultimate. And then big thanks to multimedia, and then all other. Media partners, houses who've been supporting Keche Global from day one. You guys are the main reason why we're never gonna let it die. God bless you, Matt. What's up, Charlie?
Yeah, Mets Mix. Come, let's say bye-bye to the family.
Since they're saying since they're being grateful to the people who have been very
To my
supportive
cameraman.
of their career, let me say a very big thank you to my crew, wonderful crew,
Yeah.
for making this happen. Should I mention names? Mauli, thank you so much. I see you, Firma. I see you, Lucas, and the twin father, Isaac Amu. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to the multimedia platform for this platform that seeks to introduce or put the spotlight on people like Keche who are doing great things in the music industry and outside the music industry. Thank you guys so much. My name is Becky. Stick around. We'll still be here. Yeah. Hopefully, you might never know who will be on E-Vibes.